Hey, I'm Pat. Welcome to Daily Devo. Today we're going to talk about slow growth. Overnight success is nearly always a fallacy. I'm not sure why so many stories are somehow painted as some kind of miraculous overnight success when in reality, behind the success is years and years of hard work or effort. I remember one day sitting with a pastor friend of mine and asking him, So tell me about one of the big moments of life that brought you to where you are today. He responded, I can tell you some of those stories, but the truth is what brought me to this point in life isn't so much the big things, but the small things that have been done consistently. Boom! So true. I'm sure you see this in your life. The good or bad things in your life are often a result of good or bad habits that have been done over and over and over. Think about how many good things are advertised by some kind of slow process. Watch how they try to sell us meat. Slow cooked ribs, slow cooked tenderloin, slow cooked pork, slow cooked lamb, slow cooked chicken. I don't know about you, but this is making my mouth water right now. Even established businesses will leverage this idea with something like, we've been serving our customers since 1956. Or marriage. No one really wants marriage advice from someone who's been married for 2 weeks. You and I go find someone who has a great marriage that has been simmering in the crock pot, if you will, for 20 or 30 or 50 years. Slow is sometimes really good. So in verse 2 and 3 of James 1, he's been encouraging us to have joy in our trials and to be patient in these testing times of our faith. And then James adds this in verse 4. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. So let it grow. This growth doesn't happen overnight. This is a process. This is going to take some time. And that's okay, because some of the best things take time. Listen to the end of that verse again. When your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Perfect and complete. What does that mean? Let me illustrate it this way. A bridge that only reaches halfway across a river doesn't do much good. A bridge isn't really any help until it actually gets you completely across the river or gorge. Similarly, James is saying, don't give up, don't stop trusting God, don't stop with only half of what God wants to do in and through you in the midst of the difficulty you're going through. Press on. It's going to take time, but some of the best things in life take time. Charles Spurgeon, one of the great preachers in the late 1800s, wrote this late in life. I have looked back to times of trial with a kind of longing, not to have them return, but to feel the strength of God as I have felt it then, to feel the power of faith as I have felt it then, to hang upon God's powerful arm as I hung upon it then, and to see God at work as I saw him then. That thing that God is doing in and through you is going to take some time. I get it that in our instant society, we don't like to wait for anything, but sometimes the best things in life take some time. And one of those things is what God is doing in you right now. So don't give up. And like that great preacher Spurgeon, one day you and I will look back and say, I don't want to go through that difficult time again, but I wouldn't trade what God did in and through me for anything. Slow growth is often the best growth.